What is up with it? Today we are going to be watching some Zoro versus Shanks. I think most people have these two decks in the top 3 of the meta from what I have seen. The Zoro deck list is looking pretty standard to me. Nothing really sticking out to me at all about it, I would say. Maybe the 4th 5-drop Luffy, I see most lists running 3. The Janbei is also a little interesting. You don't see every list run it, but you do see a lot of lists run it. The Shanks list, on the other hand, is a little bit more interesting. First of all, seeing the 5-drop Rayleigh, you don't see that too often. Running no 0 8-drop Rayleighs is crazy. I feel like that card is nuts, and I also think that the lack of that card very likely could come up in this matchup. Also, we are seeing 4 Kitten Killers. That is a card that you pretty rarely see in Shanks. This was recorded before the rank reset, and this Shanks player was around 8 billion bounty, which is, at the time, I believe, maybe even top 10 on ladder. So I would love to know if this player was just experimenting or if they really think that this is the goo. Also finding 2 Goldie Rogers but 0 10-drop Shanks. This is a crazy list. This list to me just screams anti-Blackbeard. Maybe it's good in the mirror. Maybe I could almost see an argument where when you play so many rush cards, maybe you can get some nice value in the mirror, but this 3-drop Zoro, I have to imagine, is rather weak in the mirror. So I don't know. I'm really interested in seeing how this match breaks down, just because Zoro, as I said in the previous video, is definitely a deck that I am looking into. And then Shanks is, of course, a very interesting deck list. So we're going to go ahead and Nami grabbing a Luffy, and then we're going to go ahead and Shut Up and Come With Us when our opponent swings 5. Now they're going to go ahead and swing 5 with the Zoro again, and we're going to just go ahead and take, once again, we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. And we can just swing over and over again into this Zoro, but our opponent is gonna let it go. I kind of think that this sort of Shanks build is definitely going to be worse into Zoro than the standard build, and it looks like our Jinbei Chopper was able to spawn an animal chopper. We're going to go ahead and swing 6 and then 6, and they're going to take the first one and counter the second one. And the Zoro player is definitely finding a lot of bricks in hand, which can be a little concerning. We're going to go ahead and swing 7 with this chopper and -3 on the Luffy. We'll go ahead and take that 7. We're now going to try and swing 3 into 3, and we're going to let that die. No leader effect, no 1k. Just saying, you know what? You can have it. I believe you. You're just going to swing at it again. And we're going to go ahead and swing this chopper for 6. Which is also going to go through. Wow, we are taking a lot of these hits. I have to imagine maybe we could have leader skill 1k'd. I don't think we've leader skilled at all yet. Did I miss it somewhere? I don't think we ever leader skilled. I am not seeing it. I have to imagine we did somewhere and I just missed it and I'm not seeing it in the logs. Or I'm hallucinating. Who knows? But it looks like also that chopper whiffed, I believe, when it attacked. I think we were not able to hit anything. Yeah, it doesn't say that it casted anything. So a little unfortunate of a miss. But we're going to go ahead and try and rush down this Zoro. We're going to go ahead and play down the Zoro and then play down this Kid and Killer to go ahead and go 5-5-7. I don't think I'm in love with this play. We're going to lose both of these cards pretty easily this upcoming turn, I think. It's pretty simple for them to swing over them if they elect to. And it looks like the Shanks just sees the writing on the wall and decides that this is no longer worth pursuing. But we can kind of think about where this was going. So they're going to swing 7. We can leader skill 2K. And then let's say they try and swing 7 again with the chopper. And we take. Now we have 4 cards in hand. And we've already leader skilled. So they can go 5 with the bear after attaching one of their 4 remaining Dawn. So they go 5. That takes one of our 4 cards. So now we're down to 3 cards. Now they can go ahead and go 6 with the chopper and take us from 3 to 2 cards. And they have 3 Dawn left. So they can go ahead and swing 9 with leader. And we are mathematically dead unless we hit a trigger here. And even if we don't, and even if we do hit a trigger here, and our opponent gets like too scared to go for game, which they could have killed us if they go for it. Like we have 2 bricks in hand. But even if they are too scared to go for it, they can probably just take board pretty easily. And like they have enough cards in hand where like Goldie Roger is never getting through because they have 1 life. So they'd have to, I mean, maybe we could split it between Zoro. Like, I think technically like 1 out of like 1,000 games, this was still winnable. Like we hit a trigger, we reduce something, our opponent gets too scared, they decide not to go for game. And then like the following turn, we somehow split between Zoro and our leader, and our opponent's also bricked up, like maybe even less than 1 in 1,000. So I don't hate the concede at all. It definitely would have been an uphill battle. But what do you guys think of this matchup? I think the way that this deck was constructed with, of course, the very, very rush package in this Shanks, which this really does to me just scream anti-Blackbeard. Hey, I'm not going to lose to Blackbeard. Given that, I feel as though this matchup should definitely be Zoro favored. But do you guys think there are ways to build Shanks to make it more Shanks favored? I would like to hear about in the comments what you guys think of these 2 decks. Do you agree with me that they're 2 of the 3 best decks? Anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble. I rambled a lot this video, but it's just an interesting concept to me. So I'd really love to hear what you guys think. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.